There's this misconception that like because I'm trying to do this and like do a podcast that like I'm supposed to be perfect. And like I've had so many people message me or like even people in person like when they see me or I'm doing something or I post something that I don't like, it's like, "Oh, why are you doing that?" Like, you have the podcast, or you're supposed to be like bettering yourself. And because I'm trying to help other people and myself guide into like being a better person, doesn't mean that I'm not going to be myself. Like if I see something that's funny, I'm going to post it. Like, and that's what this entire episode is about. Is I'm so sick and tired of how okay people are with being mean versus just shutting up. Like the way that the world is so much more resistant to being kind than being mean. It's annoying, it's degrading, it's discouraging, it's annoying. I know so many people that like say they want to post videos on TikTok or they want to start playing guitar or they want to post YouTube videos or whatever it is they want to do. They're so scared to do it because of the judgment that comes from this world. And it's true. There's so many people like no matter what I post, whether it's on this account or on my TikTok accounts or if it's on my personal TikTok account, somebody has something rude to say. I have had recently someone screenshot one of my TikToks and send it to a group chat I'm in to make fun of me because of the photo that it was. People are always going to try to tear you down no matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter if you're working out. It doesn't matter if you're making videos. It doesn't matter if you're playing an instrument. It doesn't matter if you're starting a video game and you're bad at it. No matter what you do, no matter how good you are at it, no matter how you do it, no matter where you do it, someone is going to have something negative to say about it, so you might as well just do it. It took me a solid amount of time to be okay with posting videos on YouTube, TikTok, Snapchat, whatever it is, before I was like not going to be conscious about what people had to say. And the thing is I knew what people were going to say something, and that's when I knew that it didn't matter because I'm like, if I already know that they're going to say something bad no matter what I do, why am I not just doing it? It's for me. I'm going to do it for me, not for them. And if you're one of those people that finds it hilarious to go and tear down other people, you should feel bad about yourself. And personally, like I've had times where like I thought it would be funny to say something like rude, but because I thought I was joking, but I didn't do it because I know that that person wouldn't see it the same way I do, or because it's an unnecessary thing to say. Whether it's commenting on someone's TikTok, whether it's making fun of someone because they did something in person, like it's so easy to be rude. Like I've always heard people say it costs nothing to be kind, and that's so true and so wrong at the same time because it is so easy to immediately think of something snarky to say. And I know that that's coming, like I have a smart mouth. And I'm not going to stop having a smart mouth. I'm going to keep having a smart mouth, but only to people that have something smart to say to me first. I really work on being able to not say something to someone first. Like I've stopped trying to instigate things. And it's so like I have posted so many personal TikToks because I want to blow up my accounts. It's what everybody on TikTok wants to do. And it doesn't matter what I post about. It doesn't matter what I'm posting. It doesn't matter what time. It doesn't matter what content. Someone has something rude to say. Someone screenshots it and sends it to a group chat to make fun of me. Someone takes my videos and sends them to me and calls me corny. Or like, if it's corny, cool. Did you like it? Did you like my video? Because if not, go back and like it and then hate on it. And something that I say to people whenever they comment rude things is, thanks for the help. You're blowing up my video. And that's just a huge mindset that I want more people to have, is being able to look at a situation and find something worth caring about out of it. And what I mean by that is, if someone's going to say something rude, 90% of the time somebody says something rude, I'll go look at their account and it's a private account or they have one video, or But if someone's going to say something rude, personally, that's free game. I see absolutely no reason you can't say something back. They're gonna dish it. You got to be able to take it. Don't bite off more than you can chew. But that being said, that doesn't have to be how you are. If you would prefer, let them comment what they want, forget about it, don't respond. That's fine. And that's something that people are like not understanding about me, especially making these videos, especially if you don't like really know me, is like, just because I make these videos doesn't mean I'm not going to be who I am. Like, I got a smart mouth. You want to say something snarky, I promise my comment's going to be 10 times more rude and it's going to come out 10 times faster. If you got something to say, be prepared for what I have to say. Anything's on the table, okay? Like, and that's something that, like, just because you want to be better doesn't mean you need to be soft. Being a better person doesn't always mean treating everyone kindly. Like, just because you want to be a better person doesn't mean you have to deal with disrespect. Honestly, being a better person means you don't deal with disrespect. And not allowing people to get to you so easy is going to make you happier. Post the TikToks. Like, right now, it's a huge thing on TikTok. Everybody's like, oh, I want to blow up. I want to blow up. And then, like, you post your TikToks. I think I posted 5 or 6 yesterday alone. And it's like, you post your TikToks and you're like, you get a few likes, this and that. And then you have those few people that go and comment rude things. And it's just like, it's so discouraging. It's almost like embarrassing. It's like, oh, I shouldn't be posting because people are making fun of me. But it's like, what are you hurting by posting? You're not hurting anything. You're not hurting them. You're not hurting yourself. Like, as long as you're doing good, job, school, whatever it is you're doing, you're still being productive. There's nothing wrong with it. And that's just videos. That's just recording TikToks. That goes for everything. Everything. Starting a business. I know a lot of people that would love to start a business, but it's like, you make the website, you decide what you're selling, and then you go post it places to get the publicity. And people are like, oh, you're not going to be able to succeed. Why are you doing that? Ha ha ha, And it's like, why? What do you gain from doing that? If you're one of those people and you're watching this, what do you gain? I want to know. Because, like, if I see my friend post that, I'm reposting it for him. I'm reposting it. I'm tagging people. I'm doing whatever I can. I'll buy something. My friend personally, actually, in my life, my friend just started selling shirts for his truck. And I bought a shirt. And if he wanted me to go repost for him, I would. It's like, what do you gain from dragging other people down based off what they're doing? It's really hard for me to understand what people are, like, what your reason behind that is. Like, I posted a video today talking about not getting enough views or something. And somebody was like, shut the fuck up. Scroll past my video. You're not gaining anything, dude. Scroll past. Not to mention, I don't care. Honestly, thank you for the comment. I hope you liked the video too. Like, and if you're one of those people that is really afraid right now of judgment based off your body or your content or how you look or how you sound or what people are going to say about what you're doing, just try your best to move past it. And what I mean, like, personally, like I said, if you want to say something smart back, do it. That's what I do. Because I enjoy it. And maybe that's wrong, maybe it's bad, but that's who I am. And you're not going to stop me from being who I am. No one is. And that goes for family, that goes for friends, that goes for random people on the internet that comment on what I have to say. And another thing is, like, people think that because I do podcasts and I'm trying to get my name out there and spread the word of God and whatever it is I'm doing, that it means I'm not going to have fun. I haven't posted in a while because from Thursday to Sunday, I went to a 4-day long concert with my friends. And I had fun. Like, I did what I wanted to do. And then I posted about it, and people were like, oh, that's not very blah, blah, blah. I was having fun. I was doing me. If you don't want to follow what I say on these podcasts, then don't. You don't have to. No one's forcing you to. It's not like what I'm saying on here. It's like I'm not gonna go and like live by every single thing that I say. It's my opinion on experiences, but that doesn't mean I'm perfect. It doesn't mean I'm gonna follow every single word that I have to say. What I say on here is all things that come from within me. It means that the things that I'm telling you guys is the way that I see the world. Everyone's going to perceive it differently. What I'm telling you, people are going to put into their lives differently. Like, what I have to say is going to enter your brain different than the next person that watches this. And that's okay because it should. It should be how it has to affect you in your life for it to matter. And that's something that people don't understand is when you say something to someone, what you're saying has an effect. People say sticks and stones may break my bones, but words never hurt me. Words hurt. They really do, sometimes more than actions. Because words can be portrayed in a way that actions can't. You can say, words are so much more creative than actions. So for you to go online and say something to someone that you don't even know them, you don't know what's going on, you don't know what they're going through, it makes you a coward. And then there's people online that are like, oh, well, don't be soft. You're soft for hiding behind a screen and saying something rude to someone. Something else that I've been told within the time that I've started this is that like I'm soft or like I'm allowing disrespect now because I'm trying to better myself or help better other people. Okay? Thanks. Like, just move on. Don't let the words of other people seep in, especially when it's not someone that matters to you. That's something that like I struggled with the most for a while was being upset by the words of people that I don't even care about. If it's someone in your life that doesn't even matter or someone that you don't know, that's whose opinion should matter the least. Like being able to shut out the negative words and the negative like agenda of other people, it gives you more freedom and more creativity to do what you want. You can post whatever you want, whenever you want, however you want. It gives you a little bit less stress in your life. Like I was worried about posting my gym progress for a while because I was afraid that people would make fun of me because I wasn't already ripped. And like because I was fat that it was like, oh, why are you even doing that? It doesn't matter. I've had people say it to me in school. People are like, nobody gives a fuck about your gym progress. Nobody cares. I mean, you do if you're saying something to me. Hey, you've seen it. And that's something that's just the way that my mind flips it around to be positive because I would so much rather think about the positive parts than the negatives. And that is something that could really tear at someone though. Like, and if you're okay with that, you need help. If you're okay with being able to say something to someone, knowing that it could hurt them or knowing that it could have an actual effect on them, you are the problem. Especially if you're watching this right now and you know you can name an instance in yourself where you've seen yourself do that, you are the problem. You are part of what is wrong. And I hope that you can see that in yourself, and I hope it hurts. I hope that when you have something negative to say to someone, you end up feeling how they felt when you said that. Because not everyone is strong. Not everyone has a thick skin that it means that what other people say doesn't matter to them. Sometimes what you say does matter. Fat people, skinny people, anorexic people, dyslexic people, what you say can affect them. Not and if you don't care, shut up. If you don't care what your words mean to people, then be quiet. And that doesn't mean that, like, when someone says something rude to you, to just let be walked on. But if someone posts a TikTok and you post a negative comment on it, just unprovoked for no reason, that is a different story than replying to someone else's negative comment about you. Justifying your words by thinking that they're funny, useful, or justifying them by thinking that, like, you don't care, it's pathetic. And I hope that hurts your feelings. Because if you're just going online and typing to someone something negative, what are you doing? Like, you don't know what's going on in people's lives. I have friends that perfect households, perfect marriages, and I have friends with passed away parents and drug addict parents and whatever it is. But, like, the scale doesn't matter, because I know some of my friends with parents that have passed away or drug addict parents that are happier than my friends with married parents, because you don't know what is going on inside someone's head. So if you're saying something and you don't realize it's hurting someone, that's a little bit like naive. Like, the fact that you could say something and not realize that you're hurting someone in your life is a little bit naive, because you should, like, your words, you know what you're saying. You know what you're saying. If there's situations where you find that you are hurting someone in your life because of the things that you're saying or doing, it's not weak to apologize, first of all. I don't know, like there's like this huge misconception, especially with my generation, that comes with, like, oh, I can't apologize because that makes me a pussy. And I feel like that's such the opposite. Anyone mature around my age will understand that, one, if you can, like, form a good, sincere apology, that is more manly or more mature than tucking your pride down and saying, I can't apologize for that. And apologies are super, like, I feel like whenever someone says sorry, maybe they mean it, but the person that they're saying to might not get the feeling of them being sorry. When you apologize to someone, it's a 3-step process. Validate why they feel wronged. Explain why you did what you did. Explain that you're sorry for what you did, and then explain what you can do better to change that situation. I had a situation recently where my friend felt that the only time that I talked to them was whenever I needed something. And I felt horrible, because that's not what I meant to do. I have a busy life, and I just didn't mean to make her feel like that. And at the moment, I was upset, so my response wasn't correct. But once I cooled down and I was able to understand how she was feeling and why she felt that way, I was able to apologize. I said, I'm really sorry. I understand that you feel that way. I completely understand why you would feel that way. The way that I acted was not okay, and you're a valuable person in my life, and for me to treat you that way is not okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I made you feel that way. I'm sorry that the relationship has come to that point where you think that that's the situation, and I will absolutely show you that that's not what you mean to me, and that you are more than that to me. And an apology like that, what do you lose from doing that besides a chip on your shoulder? It's okay to have an ego, but there's a difference between having an ego and being egotistical. Stop being the person that has a chip on their shoulder that means that they can't go apologize to someone, or they can't treat someone with respect. The idea that you're better than someone based off physical features, or the fact that you're better than them at a sport, or the fact that you have more followers or more money, makes me so mad. Because especially if you're one of the people that is above people in that certain situation, if you can treat the people that think they're below you as an equal, that you will have the respect 10 times more than if you were to act like an arrogant piece of shit. Like, for example, whenever I talk to someone that's shredded, because I like going to the gym, when I talk to someone that is doing really well in the gym and they don't just like blow me off, it makes me respect them more than if they're like, yeah, whatever, dude. Like, get that chip off your shoulder. You're not better than anyone. Being famous, being athletic, being ripped, being famous on TikTok, on YouTube, on whatever it is you're famous on, or having a lot of friends, it doesn't make you better than anyone. You are just as good as I am, and I'm just as good as you are.